in October, I posted a video where I asked for ideas and announced that I was going to be doing Inktober. I managed to do Inktober. I managed to do a drawing every day in October, which I'm really pleased with. So today I thought I would share what I've done and sort of show you the direction that I think some of these are going to go in, what I'm going to do with some of these drawings. I wanted to do drawings that I thought were going to be useful to me in some way or another. And some of these really aren't. They're just fun, kind of random, silly drawings. But other ones are things that can be developed into more elaborate designs. So without further ado, I will show you what is in my sketchbook, or sketchbooks. I used 2 different sizes, and there'll be a link to my Instagram down below where you can see all of these images as well. The first one that I did was very last minute, and because I didn't actually hear about Inktober and realise that it was a thing until probably about 9 o'clock on the 1st, 9 o'clock at night on the 1st of October. So this was a little bit thrown together, and I'm not especially pleased with it, and I don't think I will do anything with it. I'm not sure if I will use any of these for anything either. So we've got my demon from his Dark Materials. I imagine that my demon would be a squirrel. So there is a squirrel. All of these ones have that kind of cross-hatching style, which is kind of how I draw in pencil, but not really how I would like to continue in pens. I use fine liners for all of these of various weights. I don't imagine that any of these will be especially useful, but hey ho. Next page we have this day when I went to see The Martian. So we have a little astronaut and a David Bowie quote. And then we have pattern of kind of ivy. Then we have some sketches for book covers. One is A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, and it's got various elements, visual elements from the book. Then we've got Women in Love by D.H. Lawrence, one of my favourite books, and then a detail of one of these lily pads here. So both of those book covers I hope will be useful as well. In my previous video I asked for suggestions from you guys as to what I should draw, which was really great, and I did take some inspiration from some of those. So somebody suggested that I draw a dragon on a bicycle, which is this one here. The thing is, the dragon, it wasn't behaving, basically, and I was struggling to get the dragon to actually sit on the bicycle, so the dragon kind of became the bicycle. But that's okay. So for this day I really ran out of time, and I tried doing something else and it failed, so I then did this, and Caitlin suggested that I draw a turtle in a bowler hat or a top hat. So there we are, a little turtle in a top hat. Then there's another Martian related one. This one is obviously a rocket ship, and then potatoes in space. This one obviously again is a Christmassy thing, and is going to be a part of my Christmas card. I came back really late this day, and I think it was probably after midnight when I actually posted this, but I just had to do something really quick because I was exhausted, so I'm not especially proud of that. But I posted something, so it's alright. I never said that all of these were going to be perfect. So the next one is a Christmas wreath. The next page actually started off in this book, and I did this page here. It was a whole lot of sort of sketchy things, all to do with Peter Pan. And what that turned into, I think this is a drawing that I posted as my Inktober for that day. And then I went on for the next day to do this, which I've worked on since. I've expanded it a bit more since I posted the first image, and then I also did this one up into a larger book cover design, and that is something that I do intend to develop into a coloured thing that I can, you know, do up like the Catherine Mansfield thing. And for similar themes, I also did this drawing of the Jolly Roger flying off into the moon with Peter Pan below. So I'm not sure how I would incorporate that into the overall design, but we'll see The next two are based on The Name of the Wind. So we've got this pattern here, which is all of these various elements from the book. We've got the pine cones that Elodin gets Quoth to go and find, and we've got the talent pipes here. All of these are various visual elements from the book. And then we've got a more detailed drawing of Quoth's lute. I do realise that I've spelled Quoth wrong, but I'm just going to pretend that it's some weird medieval spelling. The next one is some house pride. We've got Ravenclaw. I'd like to work this into a more elaborate kind of fabric design as well. This one here is for a spoonflower competition, and I did some sketches on the side of the page here. Socks and wool and jumpers. So yeah, the theme is obviously knitting. Lots of stripy things. Oh, another design that I did was this one here, which is various elements from his dark materials. We've got the three objects, the alethiometer, subtle knife, and amber spyglass. We've got Lee Scoresby's balloon, got the snake, the golden monkey, pine branch, Pantalaimon as a moth, and the little clockwork bug thing, the spy. Then there's this one here, which I'm really pleased with. It is sort of under the ocean coral reef type thing. I have also been experimenting with some colour, so I'm not sure if this is kind of the final colours that I will go with, but it's been quite fun to play around with watercolours with that. So I scanned it in and printed it off on watercolour paper or artist's paper, so it's a little bit thicker stock. And yeah, just been playing around with the watercolour pencils. The next one is a bit Narnia-esque. We've got the lamp obviously in the middle, but then just autumnal things. Was feeling in an autumnal mood, so we've got a squirrel and we've got nuts and acorns and leaves and pine cones. And then this one here, which I plan to make up into a print, maybe even a colouring page. I might do a couple of different versions in colour and without colour. So yeah, on Instagram that was all you saw, but I've since developed it and put these ones in here. That's the thing, when you're posting to Instagram you have to think about things being in a square. And not all of these work as a square. For instance, with this one, when I posted it, I had to cut off the typography and just have the chip. So I think it does look better as a whole because that's how it was designed. The second to last one is just a whole lot of autumn leaves, various styles, floating across the page. There's this one here, Christmas themed, done on Halloween. Makes a whole lot of sense, but I might make up some Christmas cards with this design as well. I've been doing some more drawing since then, and I feel like I've got into a good routine of drawing now, actually. On my Instagram you might be seeing little snippets of things that I've been working on, works in progress. So that's the plan, and what this means for my reading is basically I will be listening to more audiobooks and reading fewer physical books. All links to where you can find my work online down below. I've got my own website. I'm also on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Etsy now, and Society6. Some of these designs I will be working up into things that I will be putting on Society6 and Etsy, like the prints and like the mug there. So I will be announcing on Twitter probably when those go up. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye!